Trời ơi, hai anh em đi tập để quay video đi nào.
What's up, fitness and calisthenics loving people? Your calisthenics enthusiasts, habit engineers, TK and
TA
are back to follow up on last week's video.
In the previous video, we did a review of CalisthenicMovement 4-week body transformation routine, whereas we showcased the beginner level training.
We are still following their intermediate level training in our own personal time, but feel like that our muscles could handle a little bit more. What is your opinion on the CalisthenicMovement 4-week body transformation training?
For me, the intermediate level training exercises were just enough for my muscles to fatigue, but I'm used to having a muscle overload. So I have my doubts on the hypertrophy of my muscles. With my own training, however, I'm used to having a bit more rest in between sets and exercises, so I was more taxing on my endurance.
I believe this exercise is compatible for the beginner calisthenics practitioner or to someone who's looking for a full body workout. However, to be able to perform planches, front levers and handstands and to build more muscle through this progression process, this training is not suitable for our goals. It doesn't take away that the structure of this exercise is proper and well-rounded for a complete body workout.
In the video, they mentioned that for certain exercises, it was suggested that if you could do 5 to 10 reps easily, you could go for the high level alternative, which is what we'll be doing for today's video.
The training still consists of 2 compound exercises, one for chest and tricep, one for back and bicep, 2 cluster exercises, one for chest and one for back, 1 superset for core and 1 superset for legs.
So in this week's video, we will be putting a little bit of our own spin on the exercise. I'd like to showcase to you guys the high level alternative.
This week, we'll be training in District 2 of Ho Chi Minh City at Cong Vien Thiem. This park is located at a newly developed area that was secluded from all of the intense population density of Vietnam, which is why we thoroughly enjoyed training here. It's a nice small park with lots of shade from its greenery. Okay, now into the training routine. Start the full body workout with a proper warm-up by having exercises that will mobilize the joints. As the wrist and shoulder joints will experience a lot of stress during the exercises, begin with wrist circles 15 times each way and doing wrist stretching for 30 to 45 seconds. As one of our goals is to be able to do strict muscle ups, we have added 30 seconds of false grip static hangs in our routine to strengthen those joints and drastically increase our grip strength for other advanced bodyweight movements. Another important exercise to incorporate in your warm-up routine is the scapular pull-up. This exercise is extremely beneficial for your shoulder health, scapular health, improving your pull-up form and helping to progress to more difficult exercises such as the front lever. For a warm-up, do a set of 10. After the scapular pull-ups, do ring supports for 60 to 90 seconds on bar or rings. This exercise has a lot of carryover to many other elements of your training such as ring L-sits, muscle-ups and dips. Next up are shoulder dislocates to mobilize the muscles around the shoulder joints. They are great for your shoulder health and preventing injury. Do the shoulder dislocates 5 times with an elastic band or stick to rotate it from your front all the way to the back. To finish the warm-up, get your blood flowing by doing 10 to 15 repetitions of burpees. If you prefer to wake up your cardiovascular system in a different way, you could also do 5 to 10 minutes of light jogging or 10 to 20 jumping jacks. Okay, now into the exercising. We start the higher level alternative full body workout from CalisthenicMovement with 2 compound exercises, the archer pull-up and L-sit dips. The first compound exercise is the archer pull-up. This exercise is an advanced variation of the pull-up that involves keeping one arm straight when you are at the top of a pull. The exercise can be seen as a stepping stone to a one-arm pull-up with self-assist. We recommend a solid foundation of basic pull-up before progressing to the archer pull-up. If you can't do 10 reps of dead hang pull-ups, then you're not ready to incorporate archer pull-ups into your routine. Check out our other video on how to build a stronger back. The second compound exercise is the tuck with legs extended L-sit ring dips. This exercise is a variation of normal ring dips. Note, ring dips are significantly harder than parallel bar dips due to stabilization work. So only attempt L-sit ring dips if you have a solid technique and rep count on bar dips. We aim to perform these two exercises for 8 repetitions with 2 minutes of rest intervals in between sets. Archer pull-ups, 4 sets of 8 repetitions with 1 to 2 minutes of rest in between sets, and also for tuck leg extended L-sit ring dips, 4 sets of 8 repetitions with 1 to 2 minutes of rest in between sets. Now for the cluster exercises. The first cluster exercise is the inverted L pull-up, or also known as the inverted row pull-up. This exercise is similar to the bodyweight rows, but with an added difficulty of your legs not being able to touch the ground for support and your abs needs to be squeezed during the whole exercise. The inverted L pull-ups is a great exercise if you are doing a front lever progression training. The second cluster set exercise is the archer push-up. This exercise involves a unilateral movement that uses one hand to push up, whereas the other hand is used for support. The archer push-up is a stepping stone for the one-arm push-up. If you have watched our previous video on how to build muscle for chest, you know that the push-up activates the chest, shoulder and tricep. So for the cluster set exercise part of the full body routine, for both exercises we do 5 sets of 8 repetitions with only 30 seconds of rest in between sets. Between the two exercises, rest for 1 to 2 minutes for optimal results. Up next, for the full body routine, are supersets for the hollow body hold and the arch-ups. A superset is where you move quickly from one exercise to another without taking a break in between exercise. The first exercise in the superset is the hollow body hold, also known as rock hold. This exercise is well known to be vital if you are doing gymnastics. It helps you to build strength to control your body position and is essential if you want to perform a flawless handstand in the future. The hollow body hold is a strong core contraction of the anterior kinetic chain that will work your deep lying core muscles and your abs as well as other lower body parts such as the glutes and the quads. The next exercise in the superset is the arch-up. The arch-up is the opposite of the hollow body hold and is a strong core contraction of the posterior kinetic chain that will work your core muscles. Also your legs and your shoulder muscles will be worked when you stabilize through your center. Because these exercises are done in supersets, we do a hollow body hold for 45 seconds and immediately after we also perform arch-up for 45 seconds. Do this procedure 3 times without rest in between exercise. The final part of the higher level full body routine are supersets of pistol squats and single leg extended glute bridge raise. The first exercise in the superset is the pistol squat. This exercise is a unilateral movement that can increase unilateral strength, balance, and it helps to increase injury resilience. Another benefit of doing pistol squat is that it is also good for correcting muscle imbalances. They will enhance the development of your hip control, especially in the deep hip external rotators. The second exercise in the superset is a single leg extended glute bridge raise. Just like with your standard glute bridge raise, the single leg variety mainly targets the glute muscles. But lifting one leg adds work to your hamstrings and your lower back, making it much more intense than a normal glute bridge raise. To make it a higher level exercise, we extend one leg further away from the body for more muscle fatigue. We start with our weakest leg by doing 8 repetitions of the pistol squat and immediately after 8 repetitions of the single leg extended glute bridge raise. Without rest, we will do the same for the other leg. Do this procedure for 4 times without rest in between sets or exercise. And that concludes our training for today.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
That was it for the training part. What did you guys think of this week's part? Now, for the rating of today's training performed.
4 sets of 8 archer pull-ups with 1 2-minute rest at level 5. 4 sets of 8 times L-sit dips with 1 2-minute rest at level 4. 5 times cluster sets of 6 bodyweight L-sit rows at level 4.5. 5 times cluster sets of 6 archer push-ups about a level 4.5. 3 times supersets of tucked hollow body hold and arch-up of a level 3. 4 times superset of pistol squats, glute bridge raise, both level 5.
Adding up all the levels assigned to the exercises will have a score of 26, divided by 6 exercises leaves us with a score of 4.3, which is from our perspective a categorization of a lower intermediate level calisthenics training.
A slightly tricky training of calisthenic movement from doing 3 times medium level difficulty training a week to 2 times medium level difficulty training a week and 1 time hard level difficulty in the same week. Hard is in this case relative to the original training.
That concludes our assessment on calisthenic movement 4-week body transformation training. In next week's video, we'll be going habit engineering mode and modify the routine to fit our needs while maintaining the integrity of the original training, which is to progressively overload the entire body throughout the course of a week.
If you have any ideas on what part you'd like to see us train at next, or if there's a training routine you'd like us to review, let us know in the comments below.
With the habit engineers,
signing out.